How about now, Soup? What in the Sam hell is going on here? Hey, what's up, Green Mountain? Jesus, go to bed, dude. Hey, I do have to yell at the kids. Jeez Louise. That was not how I intended the stream to start. And now we're at a blank screen. You're looking at my desktop. Alright. First YouTube live stream ever, and that's how it goes, eh? What's happening, peeps? Super scared the living crap out of me, brother. Oh, I'd have to figure out how to do all that. But yeah, it asked me right away if I wanted to set that stuff up. But let's get our arses over to the farm, shall we? We got some stuff to do. We got some work to do. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. My music is already a million times worse. It's random YouTube copyright safe instrumental stuff. Not feeling it, that's for sure. But you know, it's Alma on the map, and I was gonna make YouTube videos out of it, so what's easier than that is just going live. We'll take a play out of Pleasant View Farms book. Yo, yo, what's up, Owen? So we live in town. Obviously, the little blue house is mine. I do not live on the farm. The farm actually did not have a house. Did not have a house, does not have a house. I love that the truck has both the idling lumpy cam sounds going as well as driving down the road under semi-load exhaust. That makes tons of sense. I still hear my daughter walking around upstairs, so there's a chance that I still have to temporarily bail on this to go up there and get her in bed. Hey, what's up, Logan? Long time no see, I agree. How are you, man? There you go, Soup. That's kind of sick. So we're digging under some grassland here, prepping this out to be a field. And then the other side of things, we'll have to mold board this to, this little guy over here is going to be my alfalfa stand. this little chunk over here will be alfalfa. But where the hell am I going? Let's back this up. We didn't need to go through the granary, but we're going to do it anyway. Literally through the granary. So we are still obviously harvesting that ridiculous field. I think that's where we're going to go now, actually, is back to harvest. We'll park this old biatch here and run out there. But we got the 2-135 on plowing duties. Figured we'll mold board the up downs and run over the outer edges with the chisel. There you go, Logan. It's good to hear, man. Glad you're doing well. It's not much. It's like 40 acres total. Just these three. 27, 26, and 23. 23 since the save. Well, you know what happened to the save soup. It was corrupt. I had to bring this farm into a new save. When you do that, like, the entire field was back, so I just easy dubbed the field to nothing. And then I painted the regular grass over the top of it, so this technically doesn't show up as a field except for what I've started mold boarding. The main farm is intact. I just easy dubbed myself out of that. No, it's plenty of land for what we're doing. Oh, I gotta sell that still. That's the other bed for the truck. Considering what we're using for equipment, yeah, plenty of land in my opinion. Doing well, man. Cannot complain. I mean, my daughter's awake right now and she should be sleeping, but I haven't gotten any other texts from the wife saying she's still up. You are literally plowing everything. Alright, let's get this old biatch fired up. So I've been doing my damnedest to just go straight up downs. Getting this to a point that I can just, obviously I can't do up downs because I can't go through the middle of the field, but straight edges. Still trying to figure out, I feel like my filters washed out too much now. Something changed, I don't know. It looks okay, I guess. Everything look alright on your guys' end? Visual wise. Audio, you probably can't hear any music, but that's YouTube for us. So we're just starting out. I think I chose 3-day seasons, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm currently playing at half speed because this field is just going to take for fucking ever, and I've only got the 1 day in August to get her done, so sparing myself a little bit. Alright, good deal. Good deal, Logan. I may have to pause it for a second to fix my steering wheel. It's acting very herky-jerky, for lack of a better term. Hey, what's up, Andre? It's not video content, but a little live stream action doesn't hurt, right? We are back. We're in Alma again, ironically enough. I feel like that's where we were when I left YouTube. Things are quite a bit different now. I almost feel like I was better off just going around this field in a circle. This rig is just not ideal. Y'all are gonna hate me watching me harvest this field for 14 days. The hopper on this thresher has only got a 30 bushel capacity. So we're running back and forth to that gravity wagon quite a bit. If I'm not mistaken, I don't have a diesel tank on the farm yet either, so I'll have to drive this biatch into town when it's time to fill up. Which by the looks of it is going to be fairly soon. Now, Andre, I feel like it was time to pop the YouTube live stream cherry. I spent all my time on Twitch. I miss the music. Music blaring in my ear is always a deal. But I think this will be good. The Alma series will be over here for sure. We'll keep Alma on the YouTube side of things. I'm almost tempted to bite the bullet and just make a pass through the middle of this field. Going north-south versus the east-west I'm going now, just to split this thing into a couple different sections. All of my equipment, the wheels seem to be care wheels, so I haven't been destroying anything. Which is both obnoxious and okay. I don't want to go into the XMLs and change every single vehicle's tires. At the same time I do, because my stubble is not being destroyed like I wanted it to. This is what we're up to. We got wheat here in this field. Just through the trees is a cornfield. Of course it was AI planted, so it is not row crop ready. It actually looks like absolute trash. Because since it is a row crop ready map now, it just packs it in there like crazy. If you've never seen how bad row crop ready corn looks when it's not row crop planted, this is it. You should have the most insane yields that you've ever seen in your life. If we float up and look at it, it's just ungodly awful. Oh god, yeah. 2 feet is a world of difference. So, a new drill. Widening out that mulch tiller. I almost feel like we need to buy a combine. Maybe we don't, but I'm on the fence. I feel like we need a combine on the save. We're talking about our multiplayer save, by the way, for anybody that doesn't know. Not Alma. We're rocking with the thresher for quite a while. 2 years at least, I've put on myself. No combine for 2 years. I'm gonna suffer in the best possible way. It's gonna be fantastic. So for the cornfield, I do not have a combine, obviously, so we're running the maize cob add-on. I'm doing picking it all, corn picking, and pull behind chopper, so I'll chop a part of it. I do have silage corn in the map now, but I'm going to silage some of that ear corn just so I have it. I'd like to get some critters. Run a couple cows before winter rolls through. Currently no animals on the farm. Oh, sweet. Thanks, dude. Is Farmer Brown still going? He's still harvesting? Correct, yeah. Next month we'll then drop to 3 days. And then our food consumption is going to go absolutely insane. I was telling Benny, and maybe it was in the group chat actually, did I say that? I don't remember, but the feeding requirements in Tahitian, I switched it to 2-day months in Tahitian instead of 4 to get through the winter. And all of a sudden it's 50,000 liters a day that the cows are devouring. It's like 3 mixer wagons per day that I'm trying to keep up. It's more like 4 or 5 mixer wagons plus all the other barns. Got to bring some to the heifers, got to bring some to the calves. It legitimately became nothing but feeding them to eating. Yeah, and that's only 50 cows. I thought I had 60, but I still only have 50 cows. You're doing figure eights. Is it actually, you're actually sliding? Alright, everybody has to kind of close their eyes a little bit here. This is deficient, but there's no wagon that's smaller that makes sense in this situation. And I'm not close enough. There we go. You just gotta close your eyes. Just gotta turn around. Maybe I should have never even showed you. You're just doing them yourself. Just felt artistic, eh? Just wanted to be artistic. Barge box is actually taller. I looked into that one and it was actually just as tall, if not a little bit taller, which was weird. I mean, technically I think a barge box should be smaller. That would have been the perfect idea actually, but nope, it was a no bueno. The barge box's front axles are deficient as hell anyway, so it wasn't a huge loss, but yeah, in reality a barge box should be lower than a gravity wagon. Maybe not by a lot, but by enough. Holy Moses, it's Green Creek. What's up, man? You can still hit the hay, just watch a little bit of wheat first. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome in. Welcome to my first ever YouTube live stream. I'm still too lazy to make videos, so I thought, yeah, we can go live, right? That's legit. Sorry about that. That one's wicked. Water bottle just let out the snap of all snaps. Still on the same field. You got it. I've never done it before, actually. I've never streamed over here. I don't know what it is. I mean, Twitch was where I started my streaming. I think a big part of it is the music. Twitch does not care about music. I don't save any of my videos, so that's probably a big part of it. I do have some random instrumental tracks playing in the background, but it's so quiet you can't even hear it. That was way too tight of a corner. Don't tell Pleasant. Yeah, I think we're going to be on this field for a while, Green Creek, so I'd like to say we're halfway done, but I don't think we're even halfway done. No, we're not even close to halfway done. I am going to probably strip these fields out. This one will get stripped into potentially maybe 3 strips. This one I'm still working out. I gotta figure, I'm gonna plow the whole thing under and then put grass, but I'm gonna strip this chunk out, and then this piece is just gonna stay alfalfa. There you go. I'll probably only be doing the Alma, the Own the Map save on the YouTube side of things. I'll keep everything else on Twitch, but I'm doing good. Can't complain. Had some decent weather today, got outside, kicked the ball around with the kiddos. Hey, Mr. Huber. How you doing, buddy? Welcome in. Welcome to the land of Johnny Popper. Let's snatch this little tuft while we're here, shall we? No man left behind when we're dealing with this thing. Yeah, this thresher is a beast, man. Absolute beast. I'm gonna hate myself eventually, but... Oh, soup, they needed it. They've been going out every day anyway. But, I mean, they'll go out there for 20 minutes, a half an hour, maybe an hour, ride their bikes around. But I think having me out there with them, they were more content to just be outside. Storming all day and you still got another 12 hours ahead of you, huh? Yes, sir. I don't remember. Is this one a 620 or is this a 720? I forget what I've got for my own rigs. This might be the 720. Yeah, this is the 7. And then I've got a 720, a 730, and a 7D, I believe, are the John Deeres. I got my beloved Massey Ferguson 1150 as one of the tillage pigs. Oh god, yeah, soup literally all day. Hey, Daddy Duggo, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah, Mr. Huber, I decided to pop the YouTube cherry, do some live stream. I'm gonna stream Alma exclusively on the YouTube side of things. I wanted to do videos. I might still do videos, I don't know. But it's the editing that kills me. I'm not a good editor, it takes me forever. I can't afford to pay somebody to edit for me, so that's not happening. Mr. Huber, who doesn't? Who doesn't love a Johnny Popper? Honestly, I would have a farm full of them if I could, but yeah, the white has a 3-point hitch, so that one exclusively runs the mold board, and I'll probably pull the chopper with that one too. The 1150 the 3-point is very deficient on that mod, so I pretend it doesn't have one. That one is just for the chisel plow. It's basically going to only be a chisel plow rig, I think. And then I've got a 4020 for a loader, chore, and hay tractor. Nice 4020 diesel. The 9/16 treatment. It's got a little extra power to it. 100 horse. We ran with the notion that the year over here is 1981 because my pickup truck is a 1981. That's the newest newest vehicle I own. And to go through the playthrough, each in-game year is going to count as a year. So no, I didn't get the 2520 suit. If one comes up on the used market, we'll probably bring her aboard. Hey, there we go, there we go. That was kind of my thought on a 2 Green Creek, is you don't see anybody. I mean, 22 has all this ridiculous old school stuff, right? I gotta try it. I felt obligated to try it. The struggle is there's still some pieces that just aren't old enough. Or the game limits you, like, hey, I would love to, you know, animal feeding is a big deal. I have to have a TMR mixer because the game makes you have a TMR mixer, but in reality we'd just be shoveling a pitchfork of silage in front of them, then shovel a slab of a small square in front of them, scoop of corn, scoop of soybeans, but the game doesn't allow that. So I'll have to bring in a more modern feed mixer. I appreciate that, Duggo. It's a really fun save. I get a lot of grief for being, you know, like I hate myself for playing with the small stuff. A little masochistic, maybe. But I'm digging it, man. I love this stuff. I love this stuff. Exactly. I like my 60 horsepower. Give me 60 horse all day. I assume that my white is probably... Oh, the hand clutch is such a trip. I think the white might be my biggest rig, actually. Yeah, that's 150 horse, so that's my biggest rig. 135. Otherwise, we're rocking a 4020, a 706, I think was this one, which I need to get rid of. That's the high boy. 730, 720, and 70. I didn't know if you have to run the high boy to run that cultivator on that. I'll have to do some experimenting, because with the high boy, the cultivator doesn't even touch the ground when you lower it. So I think that that's wrong. But on the standard one, it looked like the thing was sinking so low into the ground that you'd be plowing up your entire fucking field versus just strip tilling it. Or row crop cultivating, whatever you want to call it. We will get there though, Green Creek. We will eventually have 600 horsepower roaming all over the place. Since we're in Missouri, and Missouri is a cotton state. Some people don't know that, some, I don't know. I have plans to do cotton. It'll be way farther along in the save that I do it, but I made the cotton row crop ready. I made sunflowers row crop ready. Obviously the soybeans, the corn, the silage corn, they're all row crop. Sorghum is mowable. 20,000 business years. Sorghum is more mowable for forage. It drops it as a grass windrow. I kind of want to do sunflowers because I messed with the stubble. Since when you're harvesting sunflowers, the head, like you're just taking off the heads. I adjusted the stubble to be that high behind the combine, and then it has stubble destruction in it, so you're leaving your tracks behind as well. That was something that I was tinkering with for a good handful of hours last night, getting that all figured out. I had to edit the base game files to do it, so base game cotton and sunflowers are going to look terrible on every map that I play now, but that's okay. I'll have to look around on the PC side of things. Was there old school cotton equipment? I don't even know. On console, there was like, right at the end there, they came out with that pull type cotton harvester. Why did you sell? Why did you sell your H? Shame on you. I'll say the same thing. Why didn't I buy my uncle's 2520? I love that damn tractor so much. Why the hell didn't I buy it? Could have, should have, but didn't. There is an old one row. Okay, okay. Interesting. I'll have to look that up. I'll have to get lucky, Doug, and see if there's something from the 90s maybe. Maybe as this operation grows in the 90s, we can switch over and do some cotton. That seems legit. Sold his face. So I didn't like tractors anymore. Why? Are we in the middle of this thing? Yeah, I'm gonna bite the bullet and just go through the middle of this field. We're gonna open this thing up so I can harvest it 2 different ways. Are we harvesting? Why isn't it harvesting? Technical difficulties, it's not harvesting. Oh, if it's in the game or not? Shoot, I hope it is. I'll have to look it up. I think I had that raised up and it doesn't actually raise. Pretty sure. Yeah, I did. Crap. Alright. Back through the field again. The damn care wheels will get you. I don't have, I should be destroying some crop right now and I wouldn't even care, but... Oh, we don't gotta apologize, Duggo. We're men here. We don't apologize. Not unless our wives tell us to. I went to go turn the wrong way. Again, don't tell Pleasant. Duggo, you'll get me with the bent PTO shaft too if you watch me for too long. I've already been threatened with that shaft once. I didn't cut very straight. Yikes. That was a terribly straight cut. It'd be sweet if it was deer, but at the same time I'm a hodgepodge farm anyway, I don't even care. That's like my favorite way to play farm sim, is just whatever equipment fancies you. Whatever was cheap at the time. That screams period correct to me, for sure. Pen shaft inbound. Oh no. No, no, no. Why did I say it? Dang, this harvester's deficient. My threshing machine. My beloved threshing machine. Does anything beat the sound of a Johnny Popper, though? Maybe a big old Perkins V8 dual stacks, possibly. That might come close. No bales, only modules? Huh. So some assembly required, eh? Interesting, interesting. I think we'll have to do about 10 or 15 little passes here to get this opened up enough to the point that we can turn around in it. Maybe 20. Yeah, cotton was definitely lacking in 22. There was no old cotton stuff. But on the same accord, I've never really seen anybody. Nobody really does cotton in a large scale. Or in any scale that I've seen, honestly. I had intentions in my Own the Map, but never got there. The intentions were there with a couple $1 million worth of cotton equipment. Are you getting sick of going up down with the plow suit? You can come over here and go up down with my mold board. That's the next thing I gotta do. Interesting, interesting. See if Squatch, maybe Squatch can talk to them and see if they got anything. Anything they've got that they're willing to share out on their itch or Facebook. That's one area I have not gone for mods is Facebook. I think there's a big world out there that I just never pay attention to or notice. It sounded kind of kinky. My bad. My B. I'm gonna get myself kicked off of YouTube before I even get started, eh? I'll get that email later tonight. Sir, please don't come back. Stay on Twitch. Okay. We are full. We are full. I wish Farm Sim would implement, or could implement, the individual brakes. Locking up the right tire, swinging this thing sharp. That'd be slick. Alright, again, don't actually look at anything back there. There's no good options. Yeah, Squatch is the one that he's kind of helped me figure out anything and everything. He showed me the one time on RCR stuff and I ran with it. Oh, I see what you're saying. Playing with my mold board. Hopefully not the latter. No thanks. That one will get me in trouble with the wife. Oops. That's not the right button. Damn side panel. Case of a clap. Eek. Eek, brother. Eek. So are the Barber brothers gonna call me up if you guys need harvest help, or are you guys solid over there with your 3 members? I haven't downloaded the mods list yet, but the old mold board is definitely not gonna feel good. But I can and will download that mods list ASAP if I'm needed and or wanted over yonder. North Dakota. Up the North Dakota there, eh? So close to Canada, it hurts, really. I'm sorry. Sorry, boys, sorry. Alright, let's start cutting this sucker up. Gonna be a long time on this field. Jesus. Guess if I was smart, I would just harvest this row all the way down and then swing into that straight. I was never known to be smart, though. The funny thing is, Green Creek, to like make a crop, row crop ready, is so simple, it's not even funny. But making the map a row crop, that's a little more obnoxious. I think this is version this has to be at least version 3.0.1 for me. And the first one I had, I thought I was good, I ruined that. The second one, multi-terrain angle, absolutely effed the map up. Third one, none of the row crop stuff would work, so I deleted it and started over again. And then this one. This is the finalized. So all the cereal grains, I just put the textures, Bullet Bill's textures, in the base game files. So I didn't have to add crops. That's what was killing me, is adding crops. This map has too many crops as it is. And that's why I did the cotton and everything RCR in the base game files, to just simplify things. The XMLs are kind of fun to me. I enjoy the XMLs. Oh, we'd love to have come help, come harvest time, Benny and I. Bought another 70 acres. Okay, okay. And a crap ton of beans. I like it, dude. Bought another 70 acres after he went to sleep. Oh, he's gonna come. I will definitely. I will definitely. Sim asked me to come help him with sugar beets too, so come sugar beet season, that'll be a lot of fun. I've never done sugar beets. And sugar beets are a lot like corn silage, where it just looks like multiplayer is the play. If you're gonna do it, you gotta do a multiplayer. So that's kind of exciting. And it's y'all, so hell yeah. Can't go wrong with this group of fellas over there. At Green Creek, I think the XMLs are a lot of fun. I spend a lot of time just tinkering with XMLs. Benny warned me. Pleasant warned me. Shoot, I think even Soup warned me. That you're going to start doing that, and you're going to be in the XMLs more than you're playing the game. You'll be tweaking this and tweaking that. You'll download a mod and immediately go to the XMLs instead of playing with it. I've taken one thing into GE and adjusted the graphics and stuff on it because the stickers were a little goofy. I rely heavily on other people though. Like a lot of info from Swatch. A lot of help from Benny. And then other modders, of course. Like the 80s traffic on here is sweet, but that's Crownzilla. Just taking what he did and adding it to a map. Oh, you were playing with the booms on that suit? I always thought that that should have another fold to it. Like the boom should fold in half and then fold up. That would be like the ideal size for that little guy. I don't mind asking for help, but I'm always like, I don't know. I gotta read the room and see like, it's not a good time. Not now. But I'm also the type that loves to just break something and figure out what I did myself. Try to fix it myself. I know Squatch had told me at one point just to send my Alma file to him. Tell me what he basically just said, tell me what you want and I'll do it and send it back to you. It's like, well, no, that's no fun. Like, I want to break it multiple times and put it back together and see how it works. We're gonna run this old girl to the gas station. I would like to figure out why my clutch doesn't work. I want to play with the clutch, but it doesn't recognize it. It says that I need to push in the clutch. When I've got my foot to the clutch floor, I adjusted it, got rid of the dead zone, did everything that I could think of and everything that Spotch said that he does. We started merging alfalfa with 1066 and the Kuhn merger. 3.5 meters, eh? What a beast. A 1 hectare field. Perfect size. Perfect size for a little Kuhn. See, this little tractor deceived me when I first got it. The first time I ever played with it, I was like, oh, 17 miles an hour, man, that's pretty fast. It's not too bad. No, she tops out at 11. She lied to me. Are you gonna wait for me? Okay. I'll happily pull out in front of you. Oh, you know what I haven't done yet, guys? I need to download some more mods, I think. Yeah, this is the version. Firefighter RP. Do we need some fire? Can you pick those up? No? That's a bummer. Just started, Suzette. Just started. This is still legitimately day one. August, day one of year one. I've got 3 fields, about 40 acres of total field land, but since the farm is built in the middle of it, it's less than that, really. Did that really fill up, though? The tank still says it's empty. Anybody else seeing that, or am I nuts? I'm very confused. Huh. What did that do? Did it change the repair bar? The repair bar's full now. What the hell? Yeah, what in God's name is wrong with this thing? Uh-oh. Yeah, the field blast doesn't do. You shut your mouth, Soup. You shut your dirty whore mouth right now. That is a little concerning, though, I'm not gonna lie. It's gonna tell me to refuel my tractor, but I can't. That I did not. I touched nothing on the tractors. I touched absolutely nothing on the tractors. Interesting. Interesting. That's what I'm gonna go do right now. It's just not a lot of fun at 11 miles an hour. Efficiency and modding. I didn't even know I adjusted that. I'd blame myself if I played with it, but that wasn't part of my XML adjustment. I only work on the fields. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I've got the newest version of the map. That's an interesting thought, Soup. If I was smart during my 14 resets, I would have downloaded that older version that we have. That matches my console version. But I never did. Was my maintenance bar full though before? I feel like it wasn't. I mean, I've already got 4 hours on this rig. Maybe it was, I don't know. Seems possible. Deficient. I agree. I won't disagree with you. Deficient is my middle name. Deficient, diabolical, ridiculous. All of the above. I wonder if my daughter turned her, go back. Well, I think it's set on the time limit, so she can't turn it back on. I'll have to figure out a good spot to put my fuel tank. I don't have one yet. I honestly think down by the dairy barn is going to be where it goes. We'll slap her down by the dairy barn. But hey, this is an opportunity for a farm tour for anybody that hasn't seen my farm yet. Fairly simple. Big old hill running through the middle of it, so multi-level. Terraced farm, if you will. This is supposed to be the heifer / calf barn. Machine shed. All my toys inside. There's a granary out back. Can't see that. Hopefully the FFA existed in the 80s because I've got the flag. Some hay and equipment in the hay shed. And then my dairy barn. Let's see. Question is, maybe I don't want to put it down here. Could slap it right here. Hey, Green Creek, appreciate you stopping in, man. Always a pleasure. Glad you could make it. Glad you were hanging out. Enjoy your beauty sleep. Beauty sleep is something I don't need. I'm just naturally that good. I'm gonna put it this way. Have a great night, man. Hopefully we'll catch you in another one whenever we decide to do it again. Oh, Mafia mods. So sweet. Nah, it's cool that they, with their mod, you just get your own freaking section of it. That's cool. Get rid of damn concrete. We don't want concrete in the yard. Alright, let's try that for size. We got a little dirt path here that heads up through from bottom to top. Picnic table and the grill sitting right there. You should, Soup, and instead you should head over to Alma yourself. You know you want to. You know you want to. How do I refill this one? There it is. Yeah, that's a lot of fuel. Farm tour? Where the heck were you, Nell? Jeez, buddy. Alright, we'll take you around. You saw where we were. All the way down the street. Only got the 3 fields. This one, which is row crop corn, it looks like crap because it's not currently planted with a row crop planter. My wheat field. Oh, you're heading over to Westby. Nice. I thought about Westby myself tonight. This field is literally just painted dirt with painted grass on top of it, so we're moldboarding this back into a field, Mr. Huber. You come into the farm up top. You got a couple of corn cribs that use the maize cob add-on. We will be picking all of our corn as well as chopping, I should say. Pennsylvania barn set up as the calf/heifer pen. A private mod from Mr. Pleasant View Farms that never made it out to public release, his granary. This one actually came with, he laughed, he had no idea, but within the folder of this was like 6 different sheds and barns and stuff that he was working on. He had no idea. I had to chuckle at that. So that just drives through. Dumps your grain. This is going to be an alfalfa field once I plow it under. Up in the top here, we've got our 40/20. We are playing with Maize Plus, so we've got our Maize Plus mineral feed mixer. Highboy 706. The modified, so that actually sounds good, 1150 Massey Ferguson. Windmill, because who doesn't want a windmill on their farm? Random trash. Picnic area with the grill. Machine shed. Little chisel plow. That granary is super cool. 6-row crop ready cyclo. My 348 baler with the extended chute. We're not using the kick baler on this one. John Deere chopper, John Deere picker, Alice drill. Here's the big Johnny Popper horse, the 730, pressure washer in the corner. Some extra lumber in case we're going to build anything. Hay and shed's got the pickup header. It's got this nice old school disc spine, or hay bind, sorry, hay bind. I always say disc bind. Hopefully it works. I've never actually used that mod. Could be deficient, not really sure. We're rocking a roll-a-bar rake, H&S tedder. My snowplow in case it gets wicked here snow-wise, which we all know it does. Pleasant's 80-foot silos that have been converted to be Maize Plus compatible. My cultivator. More chopping equipment. I got the new Holland. My Whirlafeed blower. I love that. That's what we had on the farm growing up, was a Whirlafeed. One hay rack, one manure spreader. Usually the moldboard plow is also parked in there. That's currently on the white. Cattle trailer is back here behind the barn. And then this is just the field access road to get up into the field. He was telling me the other day, Soup, he had plans actually with this. He was going to have the leg, because I mean it's all legged out. It's got the whole deal inside of here. He didn't mess around. It actually shows even the texture of the corn cob over here. But his intentions were to have this come out and have, you know, like a steel bin, like a multi-leg system on this granary. So I don't know if he's still going to tinker with it for 25, maybe convert it over. Probably not, but it's a cool looking thing. I added the light to the front. That was to just a Mercury. Oh, excuse me, the Mercury light. Here's the Series 2 Field Boss. 135, rocking the 5-bottom, or 6-bottom? 6-bottom moldboard. And yeah, that's the setup. Just some random clutter and junk laying around. I built the big rock wall just to keep that spot. That's like the thickest part of it, so some of it was natural to the terrain here, and I had some boulders brought in to kind of bolster that. Let's go see if we can fill this tank, or if I have a deficient something happening. Even this doesn't refuel. Oh no. What did I do? Question is, if I easy dev it full, what happens? Yeah. I got a deficiency of some sort happening, and that's not okay. It doesn't like... That's all Mafia Modding's signs. I got some sort of error going on. Corn stalks have been an issue. I don't know. Hey, later, Mr. Huber. Appreciate you stopping in, my guy. Oh, well. We just found our first major error on the map. I'm not starting over again. I can tell you that right now, I am not starting over again. Son of a biscuit. I wonder if it's all my vehicles or if it's just this one. Son of a biscuit. I never claimed to be a genius, that's for sure. Oh, the truck fills up. Interesting. I wonder if I had reset the tractor, if it would have. Because I know, Soup, you've played with those tractors and you've had no issue whatsoever. I did not change anything in the XML, so I appreciate that, no. I like this one. I took a lot of pride in this build. See you later, man. Maybe I'll have to, we'll try to fill up the 7. What's the other one that I have out there? I must have the 70 on the gravity wagon. We'll try to fill that up when we drive by and see what that does. This hill we can actually get up to 17 miles an hour. Oh, not today. Last time I went down this hill I got going. Turbo speed, brother. YouTube side of things is kind of interesting. It shows me different, how many views total the stream has gotten, how many people are here now. Quality of the stream, which that's, that could be subjective, right? YouTube says it's excellent quality, but is it though? Is it really? You deleted it all together, eh? My console doesn't let me log onto it at all anymore. So I guess you could say everything over there is deleted for me. I almost deleted No Creek. I was very close to doing it, and then I was like, no, don't be an idiot. Like, keep it just in case you ever want to go back to it, just to tinker around and stuff. Ah, Mr. Barber. That is, you're too kind. You're too kind. Really, though. We were all young and dumb once, Soup. You were doing what you had to do for that farm to survive, honestly. It was either that or you put down a huge frickin' silage pad and suffer like hell packing that thing down. Didn't really have a choice. I actually contemplated taking the alfalfa from Frankenmuth and bringing it over here, but I went with antlers instead. Probably the right choice, but I just liked the way Frankenmuths were implemented. Like, that was brilliant to have alfalfa. Oh man. I'm leaving a row of shame across the board here. to have that work on console, that was brilliant. And it had a decent look to it, actually, too. It didn't look terrible. The frame rate killing wall of silos. That shit was legendary, Soup. I think I was only able to make it about 3/4 of the way around this field before my hopper was full, so oh god, yeah, Doug. Thinking back to some of the crap that I've made, like you can tell it was very quick with me, the progression of like, oh hey, no, there is a way to play this game realistic as hell, like let's do it. Let's quit being dumb. And I was very much the type too with my builds at first. Everything had to be flat. It had to be perfectly flat. Just level something out like crazy until it was as flat as could be. I had so much more fun and challenging to throw it into the side of a hill and figure it out. Play with that slope tool. In 19 Soup, I was a tree farmer. I literally grew trees and harvested trees. But the 10 saves, Duggo, the 10 saves. Also acts as a fortress to keep you safe from intruders. I was also notorious for using multi-fruit bins, so you could have, you know, your corn, your wheat, and your oats were all in the same frickin' bin, even though it was just a single bin. Just because the game would let you doesn't mean that you should. I feel like that would have been epic to finish it out that way. Legitimately having a wall of silos around the entire farm. And then you could have expanded on Frankenmuth's ditches to have a moat. So like a wall of silos and then a moat around that. With the one bridge to get into the farm. That would have been freaking hilarious. But yeah, 19 I had no fucking clue what I was doing. I was a tree farmer on a random French map. I had the sell point on the farm itself, so I didn't even have to drive them very far. Auto-loading log trailers. Just terrible. Just terrible. It helps them all to dry out evenly, you know? Get them all drying evenly, Doug. That was the idea. 100%. Just ahead of my time. Look at this row of shame. Look at this little strip. Gross. We're gonna start a fire in the field. I might have to bring that in. Should I bring in the emergency pack mod? Have random grass fires to go along with that fire station that we got. Oof, that'd be sweet. Doesn't get much better than that. Duggo, how were those burgers, dude? I was curious as to what you were doing with the divot in the middle, but when I saw fried eggs, I was like, ah, brother, you are talking my language right there. Some eggs, maybe some pepper jack cheese to cover that egg up, keep it locked in. Sprinkle some mushrooms on there. Damn, those looked good. I gotta get me a Blackstone, I really do. You had my mouth watering and I still had a few hours to go before... Well, not a few hours. When did I see that? I might have been cooking dinner when I saw yours. Just some chicken. I made a chicken taco salad in a bowl. White people tacos. White people tacos. As an extremely white Mexican, I approve of white people tacos. A little cheddar on them. Okay, okay, okay. Proper way to do it. Get just that little bit of crisp on those buns. Ah, damn, brother. We're coming over to the barber house. The whole Farm Sim crew is just gonna raid your place someday. Bring some meat, bring some beers. Well, I don't drink beer, but I'll certainly share them with everybody else. Now that we're almost done with this, maybe we can start going all the way around. It'll work. Maybe it'll work. I don't know with these old pull types, is that just what they did, I wonder? Just go around and around until you get to a point where you're doing an up-down, turning around on the ends. Probably. It seems the most efficient. Oh, shit. I'll be there yesterday for that. Worth it. Yeah. I'm like the only Wisconsinite that chooses to not drink beer, honestly. Well, other than my wife. We're the only Wisconsinites. I'll bring over all the Mountain Dew, in other words. That sounds better. Oh, hell yeah. So much better when you know where that beef is from, too. It's not chilling on a shelf in the grocery store on some styrofoam. Oh, Jesus. Every time, I think I'm close to that thing, but I'm nowhere near it. Yikes. Yeah, I miss just eating. I mean, we had everything we needed on the farm growing up. We'd raise a pig, we'd have bacon. all the sausage we'd ever want. Slaughtered our cows when need be, if need be. Grandpa always raised chickens, so we had fresh eggs and fresh chicken. I really miss living like that. Especially now, when you go to Perkins and they charge you 50 cents extra per egg, because eggs are so freaking expensive. Would you say you cook on that Blackstone a lot, Duggo? I gotta come up with an excuse to get one. I'm assuming in the summer months especially, the answer is yes to that. Well, Johnny's got some weird things going on with the RPMs there. She's doing some strange things, this whole Johnny Pepper. Oh, you got a smoker as well? Nice, nice. That's the other thing I miss is smoked meats. Grandpa had a smokehouse, so he put everything in his smokehouse. Catfish, smoked catfish. Oh, so fucking good. Finally got the gravity wagon to 80%. I gotta get rid of those last two wagons on that train and just go with the 8. Looks kind of silly having the 2 flatbeds on the end of it. Wonder what would happen if you'd strap like a vehicle to that trailer. It's got straps. Put a vehicle on the train and send it across the border. What do you think's gonna happen? I assume not good things. We're taking a pretty good chunk out of this field today, honestly. Just shy of an hour and a half, and obviously we haven't been spending the entire time in the field, most of it, but I don't think the yields are that great. No. I didn't expect them to be. I didn't easy to have any fertilizer or anything. It's just whatever the base gives you, base game. To remind myself I still need to go back in and edit that silo for the train station too. And I should edit the corn dryer to be faster. That corn dryer was abysmal on this map. I think if I can finish this little triangle over here, I would feel pretty darn good about that. I'll take that as good progress. Maybe if I finish that, I consider putting the speed to 1x. Speed her up just a touch here. Hey, someone's throwing hearts around. Look at all those little bastards. I've thrown them on other people's streams, never seen them on my own before. So much love. I don't deserve it. Alright. Let's go see if our John Deere 70 is as deficient as this one is. If so, I'm gonna have to figure that out. I don't understand what that would be. What in the XMLs is making it not, or what mod is conflicting, I guess is more so the case. Something has got to be conflicting. I appreciate the love, Doug. I really do. I gotta look into YouTube's rules now, because it's been so long since I've done anything on YouTube that I don't remember how close I was to being monetized over here, or where I'm at with all that garbage. Probably pretty darn far away at this point, because there's like a certain number of hours, viewing hours, and can't remember even if I have enough subscribers for that. Who knows? Who knows? This thing's gas tank isn't even low enough to test it to see if it works. It's only made 3 trips back and forth from field to granary. This is the 3rd gravity wagon that we filled up off that field so far. That's it. Oh, you're doing your ghost hunting game again, eh? Phasmophobia or whatever the hell it's called. Well, welcome back. Welcome back. Good to have you. It's good to have some wheat. The trouble is with Maize Plus I need a variety of crops, so wheat alone isn't going to feed anything. I need oats and soybeans. Wheat, oat, and soybeans would make my mineral feed. I'm obviously going to need corn. Oh wait, it's actually corn. Wheat, corn, and soybeans, maybe. And then I need both haylage and silage. Ghost slams the door on you and kills you. That's all she wrote. Alright, well, I don't know if that made a difference or not. Maybe it was just the 720 that was deficient? Maybe, just maybe? I've always thought that these tractors required like a real badass to drive. Like, you got no fenders, no clamshells, no nothing, just you and the tires right there ready to gobble you the fuck up. Talk about a raw machine, dude. Oh, well, were you here when my daughter came into the room? Scared the living shit out of me. I was like right at the beginning of the stream. Daddy, I can't sleep. What are you doing in here? Like, that was the jump scare for me of all jump scares. It's sweet that that's a multiplayer thing though. also like that whoever modded this has you climbing off the back. Like, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'm just looking at this field and thinking we are going to be running that rollabar rake for like 12 hours to get this field into a spot where you can rake it up and bale it nicely. That'll probably be one of the first things I upgrade is that damn hay rake. Honestly, I brought in... Yeah, this is still sitting here too. And this is the one that I own, of course. That's a tempting little rig, but... I wonder, did I bring it in here? I think I brought it in here. Yeah, this little bastard. This might be too new. I feel like the guy down the road for me. Yeah, that is way too new. Guy down the road for me has one of those. I might have to figure out how to use all this garbage to set them up in tandem. Hope for the best. A heat houser for winter? No way. That's freaking cool, dude. Our 730 had fenders, but no heat houser. And we were kind of the same with that rig. Like, that's what ran our silo blower, was our 730. I know Pleasant said back in his Own the Map on Alma way back in the day when people were talking about, you know, you are always, the rule of thumb was always run your biggest tractor you have on the blower. But I was like, no, I think our biggest tractor we owned was the one that was running the chopper. And then we had the 730 pushing the blow up. Granted, I think our silos had to have been 50 or 60 footers. They weren't big silos by any means. Can't imagine they were more than 60. I bet you they were one of the two. They were either 50 or 60 footers. If you had an 80 or a 100, you better have some high horsepower on that hog. I give you props, man. I can't do jump scares. Jump scares just royally mess with my heart, man. I can't do it. I'll use my heart condition as an excuse to not. Yeah, they were deceptive, that's for sure. You didn't want to just shove that clutch forward, that's for sure. There was no... You played the finesse game or else you were in trouble. The 730 we had was the only diesel popper that we had on the farm. Otherwise we had a 60, we had the 530 which was Grandpa's. Grandpa still has his 530. And that had a loader on it, that was a loader tractor. Oops, I pushed that dang button again. Gets the adrenaline going. That's the last thing I need is adrenaline. I stay awake forever as it is. Oh, you yanked out a stump with the A? Dude, that's fucking crazy. I mean, yeah, you think about it, and you probably get the modern day kids that would say, oh, a 2-cylinder, what the heck? What they don't understand is each piston is the size of a freaking coffee can. These are gigantic pistons in these things. Piston the size of their head. Out of all the years we had our poppers too, I never saw them ever need major repairs. Like, we never had the engine apart. Shoot, I don't know that we ever even had the transmission apart. Just maintain them, take good care of them, and suckers will last forever. Oh, you hush. You hush now, Newton. Did you not just hear the conversation above you? These things are battle tanks. I mean, it's no D-21, but these things are absolute battle tanks. Yeah, back when they took pride in them. Pride and craftsmanship. Unfortunately, I feel like that faded throughout the years. I couldn't tell you when they started to go downhill massively, but the G is technically a bigger frame. I guess I don't know about engine-wise, how much different they were, but the G is definitely a bigger framed John Deere. Yeah, the 820 took over for the G. Or the G became the 820, I guess. I actually just saw that on Tractor Power the other day. Big Tractor Power, they were talking about that. That was one. I don't think we ever had a G. We had a B, we had an A, we had an H. But I don't think we had a G. The B was one of my favorites because we had that the humongous front-mounted saw blade. So I don't even remember the diameter of that saw blade. It had to have been 4 feet or bigger, and it just ran off the belt off the clutch there. Like, that thing was so downright terrifying and just absolutely awesome. I think modern day things are just made to break because they know that they can make more money off it getting repaired all the time. Unfortunately, companies don't want to make things that last because then you'll never come back. If you make a product that lasts forever, you'll never buy their product again. It's the unfortunate side effect of capitalism, I feel, for sure. Probably everything that's wrong with this country. Let's make things that are specifically designed to break. I mean, shit, look at my Explorer. Literally 3,000, not even 3,000, it was like 2,000 miles and 2 months past its warranty before the transmission blew out of it. Couldn't plan that any better, huh, Ford? It's beautifully designed. And of course, I'll either going to buy a new car. They're convinced he's either going to say, no, I don't want to repair it. Let's look at your lot to see what you have. I'll buy something new. Or you're going to spend $10,000 on a new transmission because they're expensive as hell. Even when we bought new washers and dryers, like 10 plus years ago now, but the dudes installing it were like, oh, it's a shame that you're getting rid of the ones you have here, because I guarantee you that the ones you're buying won't last as long as these ones. It's nature of the beast. I can promise you right now, they're not going to last as long. And that's coming from someone who works for that company. That would be sweet, honestly. I kind of like the allure of a twin turbo V6 though. I still get decent gas mileage, like 22. But if I stick my foot to the floor on that thing, see you later. All it really needs is the better transmission. The police interceptors got the 8R80, and the civilian, even the STs, got the 8R60s. The 60 is just a straight up deficient transmission. Whereas the 80s, which you would think it would be a straight up swap, but I've only seen one of them so far in all of the forums that I'm in that have swapped a police interceptor transmission. Apparently there was a lot of bracketries and different attachments and blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm surprised there hasn't been that many 5-liter to swap. I would be happier if I LS swapped it, honestly. Like, give me an LS all day. Or a 5.7 Hemi. The best part with those old one dugs, you can, like, how difficult are they to work on? There is no crazy electronics, there's not this and that, the other thing, like mechanical this. Your only electrical is to the battery and coil. I imagine throwing a turbo on a naturally aspirated diesel made a big old wake-up call, eh? Like, that thing was ready to work. I want to say my stepbrother's dad, didn't Ford do the 7.3 non-turbo in like the early 90s? I think he had like a 94? 93 maybe? That was naturally aspirated 7.3. I could have swore it was. That thing was a dog. Still brute force, but it was a dog. There it is. I'm going to say that that's what it was. It's a good looking truck. No, he never did put a turbo on his. He just left it alone. They put all their energy and resources into I don't even remember what year it was. An old highboy that they put a Caterpillar 3208 in. 70 something. I think it was in the 70s. That's a beautiful truck. I should go sneak over to his house and take some pictures of that hog someday. Oh, we're full. Gunmetal gray. Such a good looking truck. Engine is Caterpillar yellow. Sticking through the fender well, as you can see the Caterpillar yellow in there. Had to put a big old body lift on it just to get the engine to fit. I should slow down the unload speed on this thresher. The thing unloads way too fast. Granted, it's only 30 bushels, but... If you can't tell, I don't know shit about my diesels. I was never a diesel boy. Honestly, I was never even a pickup truck guy. I have one, but it's only because it was willed to me. The old 96 F-150. The 6.7 is where everything went downhill again. Trashola. Oh damn, dude, a Detroit in a square body? Talk about a freaking screamer. Now, I'll have to double check with him what year his is. I can't remember exactly. I know it's 70s. I don't think it's not the 60s. I feel fairly confident that it's a dent side. I don't know how far my confidence goes on that, but I feel pretty confident. I actually downloaded a mod the other day that had me excited for a Detroit, the Ford 9000. And boy, let me tell you what, the sound files on that truck were absolute trash. That thing sounded terrible. I immediately deleted it. Actually spent a couple hours on itch, scrolling from top to bottom, checking out what's out there. Random stuff that I hadn't seen or hadn't used. Yeah, I feel like it's a dent side. Again, I'd have to look. I could probably dig it up on his Facebook and post it in our group, but... household thresher has got 7 acres under her belt already. Seven acres of glory underneath this thing's belt already. This isn't accurate by any means, but let's see. The instrumental music is, I can hear it when I pause. I don't know if you guys can, but it is so bad. Elevator music. Already got 15 hours on this save. Granted, I'm going to say at least 7 of those were on the prior version before it died. So the numbers are a little bit skewed because of that. I got to do the same, actually, Dougie. That's why I was shutting the tractor down. I might run the mold board for a few minutes, but that's about it. I appreciate you stopping in. Thanks for popping my cherry over here on YouTube with me. Have yourself a fantastic night, brother, and we'll talk to you at some point tomorrow, I'm sure. This is the one area where I think 25 would be more enjoyable. Running a mold board. Oh, shit. There we go. Never remember my keybinds. I got lucky that I remembered that. You as well, Duggo. Always good chatting with you. You've also heard, though, that it's the one area where I feel like 25 is proficient. Later, Doug. I appreciate you, my guy. Straight legend, Daddy Duggo. I'm gonna see if I can adjust my steering wheel real quick. See if that makes a difference. Old Pleasant would be so pleased to hear that 22 is dead. Gosh, I'm gonna have to dust off the old YouTube Studio app again. I haven't used that in ages. Check to see the channel, how the channel is doing. Pleasant? Oh no, Pleasant's not going back to 22 ever. 22 is dead to Pleasant for sure. He's never coming back. feel like Doug's still out there if there's all the smileys and all the hearts flying around. That water closet doesn't like cell phones, man. I gotta start calling it the water closet again. That's what it was growing up. Just because my parents were old school. See the look in my kids' eyes when I tell them to get your ass in the water closet. You guys smell bad, get to the water closet. I don't really remember where this field ended originally. Hey, what's up, Paulson? No, I'm gonna do the Alma Own the Map on YouTube exclusively. Eventually, I'd like to make some videos as well, but I think for now, streaming is just more my jam, so I'm gonna stream the Own the Map. How you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome in. We're kind of at the end of it here. I got about 15 minutes in me before I gotta go to bed. I gotta work in the morning. This is gonna be I'm gonna call it my week from hell. 'Cause I'm gonna be doing the overnight Thursday. They gave me the day off on Friday because of it, but my weekend call starts, so 3:30 p.m. Friday I'm officially on call, and it's my weekend to work. So it's going to be an overnight, jacking my sleep schedule all up, then call, as well as work. But then at the end of the month, the last 2 weeks of the month, I only work Friday, both weeks. So that's sweet. I'm on PC right now, buddy. This is a heavily edited version of Alma. I've got its row crop ready. It's got multi-terrain angle. This thing is no joke. You can see Pleasant View Farm silos up ahead. We're running Maize Plus. Yeah, we are officially part of the PC Master Race now. It's a laptop, a gaming laptop, but still a PC. Yeah, so I spent I don't know how many days before actually playing, changing up. It's 1981. GPS does not exist. We're doing this old school. So here, let me give you a rundown. You haven't seen from the beginning here. 1981 is the year. This is my threshing. This is my harvesting crew right here. I don't have anything fancy. So John Deere 720 running that. We got a 70 running that. If we come through town, granted some of these cars are a little newer than 1981, but we do have older traffic. 74 Dodge Monaco, old E350. It's all old school traffic rolling through town. IROX, Capritters, There's a cutlass. And if we check out the rest of the farm, I mean, we're kicking it old school. We're kicking it real small, real ridiculous. There's my 81 Scottsdale. I'd have to look. I don't remember exactly. It's a whole pack. It's the 70, the 60, 70, 620, 630, 720, 730. So here's my 730. We are rocking a corn picker instead of a combine. We'll be picking all of our corn along with the chopper, the baler. 6-row row crop ready cyclo. An unreleased Pleasant View Farms mod that never made it out to the world. My granary, so I don't have any grain bins on the farm. We're rocking an old granary. 4020 diesel, Maize Plus mixer for mineral feed. 706 Highboy. And my beloved 1150 Massey Ferguson. That I finally edited to sound good. This thing had some god-awful sounds. It's a crappy mod, honestly, but I fucking love it, so it's my crappy mod. And then we've got our Dyersville barn. This is Dyersville barn, if I'm not mistaken. Calf hutches that have been edited to feed strictly milk. Don't have to feed them anything else. Yeah, no GPS here. I've got other saves where I'm rocking GPS and doing all that shit. Got our Haybine, 116 Haybine, Volabar. You'd have to go with me to Heaton. You're off to bed later, Newton. I appreciate you, man. I gotta jump into Massey just because I love doing it. Big old Perkins V8. This thing's so badass. Like I said, it's also complete trash, but it's so badass. Yeah, I do believe he's right. Let's... Oh, it's going to take me way longer to find it. Scott Johnson, Old Iron, it says here, but yeah, Patton. It's pretty sweet, actually. If you look at it, like I said, there's a bunch of different ones. Nope, that's the wrong one. 1952 gas. So you got the 60, you got the 70, you got the 620, 720, 630, 730. You can widen them out. Wide fronts with wide rears. Different exhausts. Pre-cleaners, no pre... Oh, this one doesn't have pre-cleaners. You'd have to go to the pre-cleaner if you want it. However you want to do your fenders. I thought they had clamshells, but that must be a different mod. And then add some weights to the front of it if you want. Black or yellow seat, your choice. It's pretty sick. Yeah, Soup, I am a little annoyed with myself for not bringing the 2520 in, but if it ever comes up on the used market, I'll snatch it. This one I just found the other day. This one's pretty sweet. The wide front on her. Don't know anything about it though. I don't know if it sounds good. Doesn't look that great. I mean, it's okay. Better than I could do. But this one's still the dream rig at some point. We'll get this into Heaton. I think it's so badass. And literally badass modding. train is edited. Train itself has 8 grain carts instead of the original just 1. Like I said, all the cereal grain textures have been changed to bullet bill. The map itself is multi-terrain angle now. Row crop ready. Oh, are you serious, Soup? Oh, I'll get rid of that mod now then. I didn't even pay attention to. I was testing it and playing around, but I never got it close enough to anything to experience that. That's trashola. There was 2 of them on itch, and I only downloaded that one. I know I said it's disgusting too, and it really honestly is disgusting, but is it in here? Yeah, I'm gonna have to use this stupid ass thing. I'm gonna put the 730 in it. I'm gonna kind of kit it out to look just like my 730. Just to open up my fields. I have like no other option to open up the fields properly. I just hate the texture that comes out the chute is just god awful, and I don't know how to change it. Oh, they're both the same? I didn't know that. Yeah, I really hate the texture that comes out of that thing, but that's what we had growing up. I have to do it. I thought we talked about them there. It's by Bronkama. I'm almost positive it's Bronkama. It's Bronkama, right? Well, it says J-Boy, but I found it on Bronkama's itch. There's no animations of the corn going in. The stuff that comes out the back legitimately looks like liquid. It doesn't even look like... It should just be cobs of corn coming out the back, but it looks like liquid. It's really trash, but it has potential if someone knew how to fix it up, I guess. But I'm not that guy. I just go to itch, man. And legitimately, last time I went there, I just scrolled from top to bottom. Top all the way down. A lot of the tractors that I have are surprisingly private. I mean, we've got a lot of stuff from West Virginia Fake Farmer who's done his own edits on things. Yeah, it's hiding in Bronkama's page. I could show it to you, Soup, in the field, but you'd laugh. Maybe that'll be a good way to transition out. I'll jump into the test save. Plant some row crop ready corn quick and run that through it. You'll have a good chuckle. What I need to do is like make that. Agreed, it will be cool for lawn art in the future. I should make that so that it could do the high moisture corn. So then I could run through the silage field with that first too. The ear corn mod I don't think exists out there anymore. That was out there for a very short time. It got taken down, but some people still had it, so you're lucky in that regard if you did, but that one got taken down. Bronkama has one though. If you look at Bronkama's itch, I don't know how good it is or if it works at all. He's not known as Broken Toys for no reason at all, that's for sure. Let's I'm trying to be good about parking my truck at home, so I always, that's the first thing, it's the first thing I bought, so since I load into the map on the starter farm still, I can tab into this and it takes me straight to my house. Yeah, I don't even remember if we did the ear corn mod, but I know it was taken down because of that picker. This might honestly be my favorite thing about being on PC is you can actually change things in areas that you don't own, if need be, and you can landscape right up to the edge of the freaking map. God, that was always annoying on the console version. Those look like chicken poop heat lamps. Take my mirror out. Of course, of course, of course. What do I have for that picker and ear corn? I had it before it was taken down. Well, I didn't, but it's the maize cob add-on, it's called. And then we'll just run gravity wagons, pull gravity wagons behind it. Let's go take a peek at that quick. Honestly, I wouldn't have the maize cob add-on if it wasn't for the multiplayer server. That's where it's chilling in there, Soup. I wonder if YouTube is still going to hit me with copyright, even though this music is random instrumental, but it is like actual songs that they're doing the instrumental versions of. I don't know if you guys can hear it now that there's no other sound at all. I turned it down as low as I could turn it just so I didn't get myself in trouble, but it's very much like elevator music. Let's see if I'm lucky enough to have some row crop corn. Oh no, I was just testing Maize Plus last time I was over here. I can't do it. I can't do it. With a healthy conscience, I can't do it. As I said, I only have it because it was in a multiplayer server. It's the only reason I have it. What am I looking at? Oh, we're gonna need... Oh, we're also gonna have to send this back to the farm when we're done there, because that's gonna be... It's gonna be gone. I'm gonna use my 1150 just because. Go there, no front loader, definitely the stacks, no cab. Yes. We'll pull the 8-row. Oh, never mind. Nah, thought the store deliveries was gonna send it to the town, but look up Broncomus. Look into his and see, because his is public. His is legitimately public, so then I don't have to have a guilty conscience for sending something that I shouldn't have sent. I don't know if it works or what the story is on it, but fill this sucker full of seeds. Oh, come on. Some test save it couldn't even buy all the land. While we're here, I'm going to be stupid too. Oops, wrong button. Oh yeah, the work width is deficient on the 8-row. Forgot about that. Gary Deere, I think, was the one that told me to fix that. It doesn't work. Oh, oof. Can't plant soybeans in April. Okie dokie then. We'll throw in some sunflowers. What I should be doing since it's row crop ready is this. This is what we should be doing. And the last crop that we've messed with is cotton. Full cotton. Probably can't be planted this month. I know we're good. Alright. To the easy dev controls. What am I doing? I'm picking corn, so I gotta go with the regular corn. Ah, the weeds though. Oh. I didn't realize there was wheat in here. Son of a biscuit. This just messes with everything. My bad. My bad, guys. I didn't pay attention. This is a poor test. This is a very shitty test. But the crops look good. I feel like the sunflowers get a little bit too aggressive. There are too many heads within each. Maybe that's just how sunflowers look, but get out of here, weeds. My cover crop is growing in really well. It might just need some work on the XMLs. I don't know for sure though. I lost track of how many stages we have going, but I feel like my corn needs to be reversed. Oh, it's canola too. This map grows a lot of canola. This is silage corn. This is field corn. I feel like the height of the field corn should be, they need to be reversed in my opinion. I should look at those XMLs and change those around. Because that field corn is really tall, like really tall. Okay, well, this is kind of, what a pretty ambiance we have going. It's gonna throw off the, yeah, the sunflowers, I feel like they get a little too heady in the corners still. Maybe that's how it's supposed to look. I don't fucking know. It's not supposed to be row crop. I row cropped it. Cotton looks freaking awesome. I'm pumped about the cotton. So what are we doing? We're picking. We're picking. We're showing off the deficiencies of Broncomas picker. Excuse me. I kind of wish that it detached soup, but I think what I might end up doing is just like, might end up hiding this thing somewhere random on the map where it looks like I put it on my 730 if I had kitted out to look exactly like my 730. Be more realistic in that, hey, I grabbed the attachment, we loaded up the picker on it. Or even if I just park it in the shed. Keep the shed door closed. I don't even think it like raises and lowers, honestly. But yeah, wait until you see these textures come out the back. It's so bad. Look at that liquid corn. Would you just look at it? That looks so bad. It's supposed to be cobs, man. It's not supposed to be kernels. It's cobbed corn. Like, why is it shelling it? So then I thought, screw it, we'll just go first person, but then this looks almost just as bad. Honestly. It's hard to say. Like I said, I'm only going to use it to open some fields up, and that's it. Otherwise, it's too gross for me. It's too damn gross for me. Also, the yield is very, very low on it. So I'm always curious as to, like, how much of that is it just running over? Is it actually harvesting at all? I just don't know exactly. Because if it wanted to be proficient, if it wanted to be an awesome mod, where even is that other picker? Does that still fall under harvesters? Oh, it does. There it is. And corn head for it must be in here. Yeah. There's the 2-row. Where's my rig? There's my rig. It's no rocks. Radio, yes. Hazards, yes. Triangle, yes. And then we need one more. You found it? There you go, buddy. I do think, didn't it get re-uploaded? Like the modders hashed out their differences on it, I thought. I thought that had happened, but I guess, I don't know. Apparently if it's out there, then that happened. I don't remember if I have to open the pipe on this thing and all that shit. There's that. This setup looks massive on the 2520. Holy shit. Yeah, see, there's some animations. We even got trash coming out the back. We got cobs falling in the gravity wagon. I'm going way too fast. That's where it's at, though. That's what the other one should look like. Oh, is that the story? Is that what we're telling with it? Don't tell Pleasant that I turned to the right. Oh, be careful. Be careful now. Don't want your computer getting infected. Who knew that canola could be a good cover crop, huh? We can come in here after the fact and harvest this canola over the trash. It's good stuff. You know, Oh, the only other thing that I would like to show off, because I'm a show off. Sure, doesn't matter. We're not going to do anything with it anyway. Oh yeah, I went with an 8-row. Oops. You have to run it through like a grinder mixer. If I'm not mistaken, you might have to get JMF's grinder mixer. There is a separate mod for shelling. If you get your hands on... Do I have it in here? I should have it in here. This guy. This guy's a sheller. Same idea, just a new idea. So this was my project the other night, soup that made me so damn happy. Look how tall those stalks, well you can't see it in canola, but the sunflower stalks are actually as tall as the heads that you're cutting off. You're only cutting off the heads. We got crop destruction, the stubble destruction, not the stubble. God, that made me happier than it should have. I was so pumped. I'm gonna have to run sunflowers. Wish I went to have this in the canola field. But yeah, that took a ton of time and work, and I changed it in the base game file, so it'll show up like that in all the maps. Both a good thing and a bad thing. Oh yeah, if you've got that, then you can shell. That's shells. But I don't think that the pickers, was there an attachment to make the pickers shell? I thought they just picked. That combine's freaking sick. BT dubs. Yeah, here it finally shows. We got that. Here's the what's left of the stalks from the sunflowers. All stubbled out. Nice and tall because you're harvesting them way up top. Anywho, I gotta get my arse in bed. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks for stopping into my first YouTube live stream. Thanks for ending it in a place where I might not have... Wait. Maybe I shouldn't be here test saving over here, but whatever. We'll catch you guys later. I appreciate y'all. Have a good day. Technically now it is past midnight. We'll catch you in the next one.